My future hubby wanted to bring his kids on our honeymoon, which made me gag and regret even saying yes to his marriage proposal, so now I'm throwing it back. I, 28 feet, have been in a relationship with my fiancé, Tiger, 42 meters, for the last 4 years. He has 2 kids from previous marriage. The kids are an 8-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl. His wife passed away when his youngest was 1 year old, then he met me 3 years later. His kids are wonderful and are so lovely, we get along great. We all live together. I do everything for them since Tiger works long hours. They call me mom, but they are aware who their real mom is. We have her pictures in their rooms, and Tiger talks about her to them all the time. We are planning our wedding. My father offered his condo in Hawaii to us so we can enjoy our honeymoon there. It was a very kind and generous offer. When I told Tiger, he was so grateful. Then he said, "I bet kids will have a blast." I looked at him in disbelief and said, "Kids?" He said, "Yes." Still confused, I said, "But that's our honeymoon. I don't want to be a mom on my honeymoon. We can go on plenty of family trips later, but this is our honeymoon." Ew. He said, "I was honest with you from day one. I told you I'm a package deal. You can't just choose me, not my kids." I told him I understand, but can they stay with your mom for 1 week? Just for the honeymoon. He got very frustrated. He couldn't believe how insensitive and selfish I was being. Was I wrong to expect to have a child-free honeymoon? What would you guys do? Edit. Okay, I need to add some more information. I was emotional. I went for a long bath. I'm off today, and I'm feeling much better now. Firstly, I was into him. I pursued him. I thought he was younger. He told me about his real age, his kids, his late wife from the first moment. He even said he would understand if I say no. I loved him. I loved how honest, kind, caring he was. Secondly, we don't have alone time or date nights. But it doesn't mean he doesn't say he loves me or he is not affectionate. And lastly, I decided to cancel everything. I don't think he is ready and we need to have serious talk. I also need to know if he even can have kids, or he had a vasectomy. Either way, we are not ready to be married. Update. Many of you suspected that he has had vasectomy. Well, I decided to have a serious discussion with him about everything last night. He said he has never cheated on me and he never will. I asked him if he had vasectomy and just get to the point and tell me. He didn't even deny it. He said he did, but I needed to understand he lost his wife when his youngest was an infant. It was such a traumatic time for me. He wanted to make sure he'd never go through it again. I started crying. I asked him, "How could you lie to me all these years?" He didn't even feel bad. He said, "Well, you never asked. You asked now and I told you. Plus, what's the big deal? I have frozen seed in the clinic and it's a reversible procedure." I was floored. "You saw me taking pills yet you didn't mention?" He said, "Well, I thought you were taking pills because you have heavy period. What does that even mean?" I couldn't believe this man still blamed me when he was the one lying in my face. I told him how unhappy I am, how burnt out I am, and he uses his work hours so he can dump the responsibilities on me, and I don't even feel loved anymore. I gave him his ring back and told him I was done. He was shaking. At first he thought I was kidding, then he saw me packing my clothes at 11 p.m., so he started arguing that I should just wait a little longer so by December he will know about his job. After that we will go to a fertility clinic and, you will have your stupid baby. Then he started guilt-tripping me. Saying stuff like his kids have already been traumatized once, how could I be so selfish and leave them? I didn't even bother answering. What a yucky man. I left for my parents' place. He has been begging and saying he will change, he will be more involved, and asking me to come back. Dropping the line, "You are their mom. Come back. We miss you." Bruh. I'm mentally exhausted. I can't believe I have been so stupid. I'm gonna start finding a place for myself near my work. Thank you, everyone.